Hi, we're here at E3 to talk about Skylanders Trap Team, and you're watching Connected Digital World.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Actually, thank you for coming.
No, well, thank you for having me. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us what your role is?
Yes, my name is Jeff Poffenbarger. I'm the executive producer at Toys for Bob, and my role is the executive producer. A lot of that job is making sure that we're communicating deadlines, things are coming online, helping the creative guys and giving them the tools they need to make an awesome game.
Okay. So we're here to talk about the new Skylanders game. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, Skylanders Trap Team. So really the narrative itself, the story itself is Chaos, who's like our main antagonist, has decided, he's right there. He has decided again that he's going to take over Skylands, and he has a master plan. And this time it involves this prison, Cloudcracker Prison, which is like holds the worst, most nefarious, villainous villains in all of Skylands. He's going to break them out, team up with them, and they're going to take over Skylands. Things don't go exactly how he wanted to. They end up escaping and going all over Skylands. And these crystals, this powerful substance called Traptanium, the prison was built with it. The most powerful substance in all of Skylands is actually thrown into our world, along with previous Skylanders and the new Trap Masters, and then it's up to the Portal Master to go and to use the Trap Masters and these Traptanium portals to go through and defeat villains. The key thing for Skylanders has always been bringing toys to life. That's been the key. But this year, we're not only bringing toys to life, we're bringing life to toys. So when a kid's playing through, he can defeat the villain, one of these villains from Cloudcracker Prison, and actually use these Traptanium traps to capture them and pull them from the virtual world into the real world.
Okay. So in previous games, there's been a portal of power, and this time there's a trap. So why the change?
Well, this year we have the Traptanium portal. So the change is, it's really about, with Skylanders every year, it's about innovation. And this year we wanted to, we had this idea, this thought of what if we reverse the magic moment, not only bring toys to life, bring life to toys. In order to do that, we need to look at like our key magical mechanism for that, which is the portal. And so for this, the Traptanium portal, we're actually, we have a speaker and different lights associated with it, and a look that's really reflective of the game to help sell that magic, to make it, that you're actually pulling a guy from the world and having the audio go from your television and slide all the way to the Traptanium portal.
So I'm guessing there are new characters, obviously. Can you tell us a little bit about some of those?
Yeah, so there are new characters. There's the Trap Masters. There's a guy up there. There's two. There's Wallop and Snapshot. They are these awesome big Skylanders with these huge, awesome Traptanium weapons. They're really cool. Then we have new core characters, and one of them is Food Fight up there, and you can actually go see him. He's really awesome. So we have around 50 or so different new characters between Trap Masters and core characters, plus over 40 different villains that you can capture in the game and play as.
Can you use your previous toys and characters from the last games?
All 175 of them. They all function. And not only that, they all have jump now, and they all can have attack when they jump. So we're certainly always revisiting some of our past toys and making sure that we're bringing every innovation forward with those toys.
So quite a significant choice for a player then, lots of replayability.
Well, it's always been important to us is to honor the collection. We certainly want people that have, over the loyal customers that have been buying the game since the original, those original toys, while maybe never being re-released, they're really important to the experience. So we want to certainly honor the collections.
Excellent. How do you guys come around or go around actually creating new characters and coming up with ideas? Because obviously you've mentioned there's quite a significant number of new characters this year.
Yeah.
How do you come up with them?
Talk to people in the company. There's a lot between Toys for Bob, Vicarious Visions, Phoenix, Activision. There are a lot of people that work on the brand, and certainly a lot of really great ideas. A lot of the key ideas come from, they start with concepts at Toys for Bob. Between the studio head Paul Ritchie and our toy director Yi Wei Huang, they go through and actually come up and concept these new characters, and then there's an iteration process through the company at Toys for Bob and then through Activision and elsewhere.
Are there going to be any differences between the different versions of the game this year, or are they all pretty much the same, just on different formats?
We want to make sure that the experience of playing through is at least the same on each platform as far as the same gameplay experience, but certainly you could expect as you get to the PS4 and the Xbox One that there's a little more muscle to the hardware. So there's a little more we can do in regards to frame rate or visuals, but the core gameplay experience remains the same across every platform.
Perfect. Humor. There's a lot of humor in the games. Do you guys find that quite difficult to come up with, or is it just really you've got a character and you just know?
At this point, for a lot of the characters like Flynn or Chaos, we do know how they would react to things. We've known those characters. This is the 4th game, so we know those characters really well. We have some of the same people that are always writing these. Certainly at Toys for Bob, a guy named Alex Ness has had a big hand in writing the three versions we've worked on. So we get a lot of that same voice, and as they continue to write, they more and more understand the characters.
Do you have a favorite character?
I actually have a lot of favorite characters. From the original Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, there's Boomer, the original Stealth Elf, the original Flame Slinger. For this year, my favorite characters would probably have to be Food Fight's definitely one of them. And this guy, who was a boss of Skylanders Giants, is now a villain that you can capture and play with in Skylanders Trap Team.
Excellent. What's probably been the biggest single challenge you guys have had to face with this particular game?
As far as challenge, it's making sure that that we're pushing the innovations forward. That the experience, it is a magical experience to capture someone, that they are now in this trap, and making sure that we're doing everything we can to make that experience as magical as possible. Supporting all the past characters is always an ongoing challenge, but it's worth the work. Those are probably the biggest things.
Okay, so how does the actual trap mechanic itself work in the game?
There are 40 plus villains that you'll find in the game. Essentially, you approach them when you're playing through. They have a presentation, and then you fight them, and then you're given the option to defeat them and send them to the villain vault, or you can actually trap them if you have the right elemental trap. If you trap them, then you can actually play as them right away. If you decide to put them in the villain vault, you can go to the villain vault, which is in the hub, and actually pick and choose those guys. They're all available to be able to put in traps.
Excellent. And what changes are there in the hub this year?
Every year we try to do something incredible. This year is no different. We have the Skylands Academy this year. It's this huge castle that evolves over time. Different rooms open up, different gameplay experiences open up. So we just try to make something big and magical.
Excellent. And what's the current release date?
So Australia, it is October 2nd. The US, it's October 5th. In Europe, it's October 10th.
Fantastic. And if you could give a message to people at home watching this, why should they buy Skylanders Trap Team? Why should they play it?
One thing is you can finally get to be able to play as Chaos. That would probably be the huge reason, but seriously, we have such a diverse set of characters and villains you can play as. People who want to play can play any way they want, with any character that suits their fancy. There are just so many different ones to choose from.
Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Why not subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the link on the screen now.